What up, though? It's DJ Smithsonian, and you're now tuning in to the library. If this is your first time here, this is the place where we talk about hip hop's relationship with language, how hip hop manipulates language, and how hip hop creates its own language. We here, brand new season, brand new year, brand new guests, brand new co-hosts. It's going down. We got some very unique, very important lists to bring to y'all. We're doing 2 lists this time. And not only are we doing 2 lists, but we're also introducing 2 new people to the fold. We got 2 new co-hosts. I'm going to give them the opportunity to introduce themselves because today we are talking about dynamic duos. What up, though? This is the place where we talk about hip-hop's relationship with language, top 5 vocal samples, how hip-hop manipulates language, iconic bars from some of my favorite MCs that don't quite make sense right now, and even how hip-hop creates its own language. I'm going to give you a deconstructed hip-hop lyric, and it's up to you to guess what the original bars are. It's DJ Smithsonian, and you're tuning in to the library. So first off, going around the horn, I want to introduce y'all to the new faces of the library. Rello and Cunda, my brothers, how y'all doing, man?
What's poppin'?
What's going on, brother, man? I'm feeling good. How about yourself? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm all right. I'm all right. We're gonna have ourselves a good time in this motherfucker. Will, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm sleepy, but I'm here. We in here.
You about to be up. You about to wake up. You about to wake up now, brother. This about to be real. This list about to get real, bro.
Before we get into the topic, I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to introduce yourselves. You know, whatever platforms y'all got out there that y'all want people to follow on, and all of that good stuff. So, Rello, we'll start off with you, man.
Hey, first of all, I'm the one they love to hate. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Rello DaSyah, RELLODASYAH 1. That's Facebook, same name. That's where shit really get real. So yeah, man, I'm out here. Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Cunda, go ahead.
Cunda South on all social media platforms. I just tried to update my Twitter, and I finally got on TikTok, fellas. I'm a little behind, you know what I'm saying? But Cunda South, Facebook, IG, Twitter, TikTok. I'm into a multitude of things. We all got the same 24 hours. It's about how you use them. I really take that to heart. So I try to fill up my days, man, so my hands be all over the place. And they with y'all now. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I can dig that. Yeah, man. So we're gonna do this a very unique way. So like I said earlier, we talking about dynamic duos. So we talking about pairs. And we both had, so me and Will, we brought ourselves a list, and then asked Rello and Cunda to create a list themselves. So we'll get into the top 5s in a minute. But first off, we're going to talk. So one of the rules of the top 5 was that we had no natural duos. So it couldn't be 2 people that started off as a duo. So I want to open up and I want to talk about if this rule didn't exist, probably the first people that will be on all of our lists would be OutKast.
You damn right. Who rebutted? Who refuting that? Who's gonna refute that? Who can refute that?
I'll wait. Not a damn soul. I would love to believe.
Man. So like, and what I want to ask y'all, like, cause that's on all of our lists. Like, I ain't like, no front, you know what I'm saying? OutKast, my favorite group of all time, my favorite duo of all time.
That's why I like you, man. That's why I like you.
But what makes them so dope of a duo? Like, what is it about their relationship, in y'all opinion, that makes them a duo that other MCs or other teams need to have? What sauce do they need to have? You know what I'm saying?
Can I go first? Because in my personal opinion, they were the perfect counter to each other. If you listen to them musically, the way Big Boy sound, the way Andre 3K, who was my favorite artist, by the way, because of his sound, like they were just like I was telling Cunda, they like two sides of the same coin. It's like the way Big Boy is able to. He was one of the first rappers that I listened to that make words rhyme that aren't supposed to rhyme, like, but he made them go together. And with Andre 3000, he made me think. Like, you had the one that was like real blatant, and then you had the abstract. Like that's like a perfect balance in a duo, because you don't want to have two people that's the same. Like it sounds redundant. They kept me interested. They kept you interested, especially with the things they were saying with the South. That sound was just beautiful to me. Like, that's why they were so perfect.
Hell yeah. Bosco, Cunda, y'all got what y'all got?
I can go next. Kind of to piggyback off what Rello said, like, they was just perfect for each other. Like, Andre could tell a story and have you hooked throughout the whole song, and then Big Boy will get on and spit like the dopest 16 bars that just makes the whole song just kind of bring it together. We don't really get that anymore. So that's definitely why I kind of, like y'all saying, like, they're my favorite duo. Probably the best duo to do it. Unfortunately, they ain't doing nothing anymore. They on their own separate paths. But I mean, maybe one day. But yeah, pretty much what Rello said. Just
man, look, I am hoping that, like, somebody, I don't know, like Sleepy Brown or like Big Ip or somebody just got like a vault,
man,
of like,
it's gotta be
unheard verses or something. Because I mean, like, the world needs OutKast. The world needs it, because like Big Boy is still like all swish no miss in my opinion.
I mean, that's Sir
with
Lucius
his
left foot, bro. You
projects.
better respect Sir Lucius left foot. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, but I mean, we need them together,
right?
So Cunda, what you got, man?
Yeah, man. Just, I mean, to piggyback and to echo some of the sentiments of, Rello and Bosco, and even yourself, just to, like, when you say dynamic duo, like, that's really dynamic right there. Like, you understand? Like, just the yin and the yang of that, to where it's like they could be talking about similar things, but they may say them in two different ways, type of attitude, or the way that they create music individually is almost in two different worlds. But then when you combine them, it's like, my goodness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what I like about them, and I mean, what makes any duo really just stick out to me is that if, like, they gotta complement each other. Even if they're from two different worlds. Facts. Like, they gotta find a way to play off each other. And I really think, like, OutKast is the model for that, because I mean they had plenty of time growing up together to kind of like know each other's things. But man, when you look at the artwork, when you look at, what they're rapping about, who they're rapping with, the shit that they got to say, it was just amazing.
The shit that they got on, you know what I mean? The shit that they got on.
Those are the flyest niggas in the room at all times. It's like all the shit like that now, like a lot of MCs, when they're at like the Met Gala and, they're at Paris Fashion Week or whatever, and they, got all of this shit on. Like, OutKast was doing that shit 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They were just doing the shit to just do the shit. When we weren't even allowed in those spaces.
That part.
Now, So we got MCs and MCs. So the other part to one of the other rules was that like it could be two MCs, it could be an MC and a producer, and it could be a DJ and an MC. So I want to open up the floor. Like what are the elements that make a good producer and MC combo? I mean, Rello, we were just talking about like some stuff that you got coming up that you working with your producer on. Kunda, I know you've got a hand in the beats, you've got a hand in collaborating. So what makes a good relationship work? Like is it like what are some of those things the producer got to bring to the table, the MC got to bring to the table in order to make something happen?
I mean, well, first and foremost, one thing that always makes a good tandem is chemistry. Like, the chemistry has to be there in order for things to work organically and not seem forced. So with certain producers can bring something out of an artist that they didn't even know that they had. Like, and with artists can have an ear for something that a producer didn't have. And if they able to come and collide and make something of value, then like that to me makes the perfect duo. But chemistry is always the bread and butter of any tandem, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Definitely the chemistry, and just the to be able to be a tandem. I think you got to be able to stand alone as well. You know what I mean? Be able to stand on your own 2 feet first. You got to get yourself right before you think you're gonna go mess with somebody else. So you could come in there with that, that attitude that like, yeah, like if you make me a beat, like I'm gonna try to tear that thing apart.
Hey.
Or if I bring another beat to somebody else, it's like I expect somebody else to jump on here with me and to like, yeah, try to outdo me, please. Like that competition factor to where that could happen between a producer and an artist, to where it's like, what you got for this? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kunda, ain't that the origin story of ASK? That's all it was.
That's all it is. It's competition, man. Every time I get on the song with anybody, I'm trying to be the best, regardless, like, of what anybody got to think.
That's all it was.
Hell yeah.
First, second, or last.
I think the game has kind of lost a little bit of that competition because it was like you wanted to
in-house, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Wanted to let it be known. Controversial opinion of the episode. Is Nas so let hip hop Twitter and hip hop Reddit say that Nas is a terrible beat picker. But Nas has just dropped like 3, well, more than 3, because it's what, the King's Disease series, and then there was the other series with Hit Boy. So it's like a total of what, 5-6 projects? Is Nas a terrible beat picker? Like, I don't think so. First off, I don't think he's a bad beat picker in general. I think that's just I think people don't like the beats that Nas uses sometimes. What do y'all think? Agree or disagree?
That part right there. Let me jump on this part. Like that part. You know what I mean? Like what may make you go may not make me go, and that's okay. That don't mean that what you like is terrible and what I like is great, or vice versa. It's just what one may like. So who is saying that he's a terrible beat picker? Like, you know what I mean? The people that ain't gonna listen to him, or they want to hear him on something that the Migos is gonna get on. Like, why would he do that for a full album? He could jump over there if he want to and decide to, like, okay, but why would he do that? Like, when that's not him. Like, what would you expect Nas to do?
Right. Bosco, what you think?
I think people still mad about that Kanye and him album, and they just trying to project on him being a bad beat picker, to be honest. But no, I don't think he's a bad beat picker at all. again, I think it's just they look at some of the like, especially some of his old school stuff, and I was like, oh man, all these beats is great, and he killed them. But kind of like what Kunda says, like it depends on what makes him feel comfortable. Like, all right, I can kill this, and I'm just gonna go off on that. But yeah, nah, he's not a bad beat picker. Again, I think they just mad about the whole Kanye album that they did, and it was trash. Man. I ain't gonna say trash, but it wasn't a good look.
It wasn't trash, a good look. Comparable to the standard.
Correct. Right? Correct. Right.
And I mean, especially when you hear because Kanye did a couple records in a row, like the one with Push.
Yeah,
was pretty damn good. He had the Tiana Taylor project, which I didn't listen to. I should have, because I like Tiana Taylor. And then there was a couple other ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think. But the Nas one, the Good Music collab.
Her husband.
I think that was like Tiana. No, Kanye. The Good Music, like that collaboration or whatever it was. And then and then like right after that, maybe a couple years after that, then Nas came out and it was like, what? Like he gave all the good beats to Pusha T and Tiana, I guess, or whatever the case may be. But again, it's depending on what he's more comfortable rapping off of. So he's fine. I ain't trying to hear all that.
Oh yeah, and then also, the other one was the DJ and the MC. And I gotta take the lead on this one because I got my motherfucking turntables in the back.
Damn right.
Cause like those are like the original duos. Like, you know, when hip hop first started off, it was people rapping about like my DJ, that's my DJ. I mean, look at Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Look at Gangstar. And a lot of cats don't think about now because the DJ has done like two things just as an artist. I think now like DJs are known for like either one or two things, like either like the mass collaboration type albums from like Khaled and stuff like that, which kind of came out of the mixtape culture. And also like outside of hip hop, you got these celebrity electronic DJs like Avicii and them that do just like music festivals and original music, but you really don't have as much of a presence of the DJ in hip hop as the DJ used to be. And I used to love that shit. I used to love working with MCs because it was like I would try to find I grew up watching and listening to Premiere. So like I'm trying to like scratch in like vocal chops and shit. And what's really important for me is what is the MC talking about? Cause like depending on what your subject matter is, like I'm going through the crates, I'm trying to find, you know, like words and phrases and bars from other MCs that I can bring in to match the level of energy, to match your topic that you're talking about. And I don't hear a lot of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we see DJs, like nowadays. I mean, yeah, I even got like the new technology and shit, right? But you could still use that. And I don't hear people using it now. The DJ is just like the dude in the back playing the next song. And that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. So
yeah.
If y'all need a DJ, niggas, let me know you're hiring. let me know that you're hiring.
That's my type of attitude. Shit.
Because look, man, it's we gotta have the duos, man. So now I figure it's a good time because now we got a total of 10 pairs to work off of. Me and Will's duos, and then y'all duos. So I figure we start at the bottom and go up. So to remind everybody that's been listening, so we gave ourselves 3 rules to create these top 5s. Rule number 1, no natural duos. So you can't have people who started off as a group. We already said that ruled out OutKast. It ruled out, you know, cats like Gangstar. But the second rule is that it can be 2 members of a larger group. So, for example, you could pick 2 niggas out of Wu-Tang Clan, and that counts. And then the third rule, like we said, it could be 2 MCs, an MC and a producer, or a DJ and an MC. So we'll start at the bottom and go up. So Rello and Cunda, tell me, what was your number 5 duo and why?
You want me to do this, or you got it? What you want to do, Cunda? I got you,
Go
bro.
ahead and roll it out,
I
sir.
got
I was
you.
waiting on you.
All right, our number 5, bro. And by the way, I just want to let you know, DJ Smithsonian, you make this shit super fucking difficult, buddy. I tried to find loopholes in this shit and couldn't find it. Couldn't do it. I even hit you with a question. You're like, nah, man, you got to shorten that list up. I'm like, damn it. Damn it, you made it hard. All right. But our number 5, and we went with Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface Killer. Like, and
Yes,
the reason why
yes, sir.
is this, because one of the rules you said was it could be a larger group. And when you look at the history of how Wu-Tang started, and you look at their history, they were never supposed to be a tandem. They were never supposed to be together at all. They were enemies. And I'm not even bringing the music into the play. But if we bring in music, you can't deny that damn purple tape, bruh. You can't deny it.
Oh, hell no.
You can't deny the purple tape, bruh. Like, that album alone is the reason why we put them on the list, because they were musically, they formed an organic duo that wasn't supposed to be a duo.
And let's even take it a step further to push that key factor that you said, bro.
They were
enemies. You know what I mean? That should
Right,
be a lesson
listen,
learned right
really?
there. You would like to think, if
you
you're really
can't-
paying attention to what's
Say
going
that
on
shit,
out here,
Cunda.
that what 2 enemies could do together. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like, that alone is like, and on top of the music, but like, yeah, let's push that out there a little more too for the people in the back. Like, look what 2 enemies can accomplish. 2 enemies,
Hell yeah.
for whatever reason, can accomplish. You know?
Hell yeah.
What y'all got? Where y'all at with it? What's up?
Now,
We
We ready to
look, y'all
Yes,
came in swinging.
Yes, sir.
Came in swinging. So, hey, Bosco, you started off. What's our number 5?
All right, so what we got here? Our number 5, we got Drake and Rose. That's our number 5.
Respect.
So we got a mix of like mainstream and underground and ours, and it was like we started this one. It was like these dudes, because my first when we were talking about it, I told Will, it's like Rick Ross and John Legend, because it was amazing. But then, like, he got me with the counter with Rick Ross and Drake. So go ahead, Bosco. Go ahead.
So
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
one of my favorite tracks of all time, I'm gonna put that in all time, was Lord Knows with Drake and Rick Ross with Just Blaze on the beat, who is my guy. Me hearing just the way that, exactly, fire record. I'm not gonna say I was a Drake stan for a while, but when he was in his bag those first couple of years, like, he was that guy. And the same with Rick Ross. Like, I wasn't a Rick Ross guy, but this track made me like a Rick Ross guy. And I'm like, dog, I'm like, okay. They came out with that. Stay Scheming. Everybody was repeating bitch wasn't shooting with me in the gym line for like forever. Still now. Like, they still go off that.
Yep.
I just said it today.
Still now.
I just said it today. I literally just said that shit.
Exactly.
I literally just said that shit today.
So that alone is legendary. And then on top of that, they came out with Aston Martin music, which is just like one of those slow, smooth tracks that I really didn't like at first, but after a while, it just kind of stuck with me. and they just been whenever those two get together and do anything, it's gonna be a banger, no matter what.
It's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger. It's just like the whole like luxury rap concept. Like they just took what Jay-Z was doing to the next level. I feel it's like I just automatically feel like I got to throw a tuxedo on and do mad niggerish shit when I listen to that. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, man. So who y'all got? Who y'all got for number 4?
Go ahead, Cunda.
All right, now, so for number 4, you know what I mean, we would like to appreciate that. What's that? What they call that? A segue or a nice transition, because we have Drake and Future at number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drake and Future. I mean, that What a Time to Be Alive. Dope ass album. But even when they come together and do they singles, you know what I mean, and they appear on other people's songs together, or man, it's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe that is like, even if you almost don't like these cats, like individually, they create a good vibe that you gonna get down to something. You know what I mean? And that was some of the criteria for when we're creating our list. Like, we created the 2 separate lists with the artists producers, and then we had to figure that out. But it was like we tried to combine like enough volume of songs together, and then be able to compound that with like, well, maybe if they like, but every time they get together, it's a hit. Like I threw out there like Jewels and Chris Brown. Like every time they got together, it's a hit. But we're gonna keep it more hip hop. We got to take them out. But that was where I was just go left field with, like, they might only got like what 3, 4, but it's like every time they got together, crazy. You know. So, but Drake and Future is like a 1-2 punch, man. It's a 1-2 punch that is like, when you collide those worlds once again, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Look, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. So our number 4, and we chose 2 people that are part of a large group, and a lot of that was because I think out of the MCs that we have, MCs that we have, in my opinion, like, they actually rap together. So I'm talking about Jadakiss and Styles P of the lot. Cause like they actually, like, they're finishing each other's bars.
Yep.
Like,
you don't say.
Like, you look at man, you look at the verses. You look at the Jadakiss verses. Like, Styles P is right there, like, knowing everything. They play off each other so well. And I mean, you know, like, one of my favorite joints by them is always gonna be "We Gonna Make It," because, like, I just think that was the perfect storm of how they're just kind of going back and forth. And I'm like, damn, like, this is the shit. Like, this is the shit that I want to see, because I grew up watching, y'all remember, like, the Lyricist Lounge show that was on MTV for like 2 days, and like they were rapping skits and stuff in conversation, and I'm like, man, that shit's so fucking fly.
Yeah,
it's so fucking fly.
Yeah.
Bosco, you want to add anything, man?
I'm a Styles P stan, but kind of to piggyback off what Smitty was saying, like, them just being able to finish each other's verses and just the cohesiveness, it just seemed like they just always had a good time on the track, no matter what, and it was always fire. Obviously, We Gonna Make It. I kind of didn't want to leave out Chic Luch, but I mean, those are the 2 more known out of the group when it comes to, like, the dynamic duo, is those 2. Like, when you're thinking of Lox, you're thinking of Jadakiss and Styles P. Off rip. If you're thinking of Rough Riders, you can still, Jadakiss and Styles P. Because they was on there too. So
yep. Y'all smart individuals, man. I gotta give y'all shit.
I got a hunch I got.
I like the way y'all kick y'all shit. Goddamn
You did that.
it.
You did that.
That boy good.
That boy good. Hell no.
Yeah. So who y'all number 3?
All right. So for the number 3, we had to see. We tried to go all over the place to our from our era on up. So this is appreciating the younger, the youth. You would say. And so our number 3 is Young Thug and Metro Boomin. Like, numbers don't lie. And when it come to numbers, they got them. And when it comes to something that you can vibe to, if you want to vibe to that type of sound, they never miss. They don't miss. I've never heard a bad Metro Boomin Young Thug song. I can't say I have. I don't know about Kunda, how Kunda feels about it, but I was biased because I was like, man, we got to think of something for ones that like the younger crowd. Who would be one of they duos as far as if we asked them this question. So we picked, that was our number 3.
Definitely. Definitely gotta, cause it's evolving, right? It's growing. So it's like you gotta pay respect when it's definitely due. And there's definitely some other duos as well that we'll get to in a little bit, but that the piggyback off what Rello was saying, our list is kind of like, you'll see how it kind of like shifts. We kind of walked its way all the way through to where we're at now.
Yeah, I can dig that though. I can definitely dig that. I mean, they make hits. And speaking of Metro Boomin, like in the conversation about Nas, I was just kind of thinking in the back of my head, like if we hear Nas on the Metro Boomin joint, like what does that do for like the new school? Like that just completely disrupts like ideas that he's a bad beat picker. If you hear like, if your Metro don't trust shit, I'm gonna shoot. That shit is, I can't lie, like that shit is legendary anyway. And y'all are right. Like I think Young Thug really carried that sound.
Yep.
And they're kind of like the anchor of that trap vibe that we hear now. So I ain't mad at you.
Real quick. Have I heard a Young Thug and Metro Boomin song that I didn't like? I would probably say yeah, but it was like not that I didn't. I could not like something and still respect it. You know what I'm saying? I can still see where they're going with it. I can still be like, no, this is tough. I can understand why this is tough, but it may not be for me.
They got more hits.
All in the same breath.
They got more hits than misses,
I wouldn't
baby.
play it again.
They got more hits than
that
misses.
was alright. I wouldn't play it again, but you know what I mean?
You can't knock them all out the park, baby. Can't knock them all out.
I could dig that. So Bosco, who's our number 3? What we got?
All right, so our number 3, definitely for me, it's kind of like I pretty much a little bit after high school, it just hit and it just stayed rolling. Kind of like what you guys were saying with like Young Thug, Metro Boomin. I would say that this was kind of a pioneer to that. That would be our boy DJ Drama and Lil Wayne as our number 3.
You bastards! You bastards! You bastards! Kunda. Did we or did we not, bruh? You bastards! Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Are they on y'all list?
No,
list?
it's not that. It's not that. We'll talk about it after the list. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Yo, man, look, I tell you what, like, because we was going back and forth, because like we gotta acknowledge Drama, and when we do the honorable mention video after this, I'll say this again, but it was between Drama and Lil Wayne, or Drama and Jay-Z, and And I gotta stand on this because like Can't Ban the Snowman is my favorite mixtape of all time.
Oh man.
Like this is my favorite mixtape of all time. But like when I think about like the Dedication series, and then when I think about like all the shit that like all the drama tracks throughout like the Gangsta Grills records,
Yeah.
with Lil Wayne on it, I felt like that. Like when we talked about it, like that was kind of the catalyst for what we see now with all of these collaborative DJ projects. Like that was the one, and then that was like the launch pad, because that was also like the beginning of the era where like nobody was safe. Like if you heard the lighter flick on your beat, like you knew that you can't rap on it no more. And
That
like
part.
Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we chose that for number 3. And we chose that for number 3, man, because I mean it was too much. And you know, it's wild. Like they disrupted the whole industry. Like they fucking gave DJ Drama a RICO case over this fucking shit. Like, it's
Facts.
nuts.
Facts.
It's fucking nuts.
Facts.
Like
Raided the place.
you know you're doing something when the feds is involved.
Facts.
Like
Say that
Oh
shit,
man,
bro.
they not wasting their
for
time.
real. Number 2, who y'all got?
Number two, we see y'all once again. I like the way y'all kicking y'all shit, man, because y'all's list is very like. Of course, some of these names we was gonna have to like. We like me and Rello was like, man, I wonder how many of ours is they gonna have, and how many of theirs we
Yeah.
gonna have, and where it's gonna collab. But it's actually it got a good back and forth right now. I think maybe the only person that's been on here at twice from both sides is what, Drake.
Yeah,
So
Drake.
that kind of says something, I think. You know what I mean? Possibly, who knows? But as far as the individual, but our number 2 is we felt like this could be artist, producer, producer. You know, as far as you know, those involved, and that's Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Spit that shit,
You know what I
Kunda.
mean? And so you can take
Spit
that,
that
how
shit,
you
Kunda.
want it, for real. We got to speak on it, but
Man.
it's like that's
Do we
Jay.
got
I'ma pull
to?
one from
I had
Rello.
to go back.
Like,
and
really?
see. I ain't really watched Grown in a minute and was like,
I gotta like really, Nick, really.
Hey. Greatness knows what greatness is, man. That's all it is. And
Man,
that's what that was, bro.
yeah, yo, it can't be denied. I mean, like, look at my fucking shirt. Like, I got this nigga on my shirt. Shit. So I feel like you jinxed it, Kunda. You just jinxed it. You literally just like that's our number.
too soon,
That is
nigga.
our number 2. This is our
Yeah.
number 2.
I was waiting on it.
hey, I told you.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Let's go.
I mean you can't, because you can't deny it.
At all.
Just the whole catalog.
At all.
Whole catalog is just fucking tremendous, from like just everything. Like you could literally you could draw the line in the sand at Watch the Throne, and
Yep.
you could still say that everything from Watch the Throne after, or everything before Watch the Throne, like either of those catalogs themselves would put them in the top. Like it would put them on the list.
Facts. See?
God damn, man.
You with it. You with it. Yeah.
God damn.
This is dope. I like this shit.
Man, it would have been too much. I'm glad we did two lists, because like this, if we was doing like an elimination list like we usually do, like it would be curtains. Like we be throwing shit in this motherfucker.
Oh,
So
shit.
number one, who you got?
All right. I got this one. Now this one to me is This one hit hard because me and Kunda both. I mean, it's like as soon as the question popped up, our answer was both the same. It was the same. That was one. So we went with Snoop and Dre.
Ooh.
Snoop and Dre. And here's why. Me personally, they pretty much invented the sound in the West Coast when it comes to hip hop. They pretty much invented it. The sound as far as what you hear. Kendrick Lamar to this day still uses that sound that they were doing back in the day. Bringing that whole funk into hip hop. They brought funk to hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
They realized brought funk to hip hop, and me being biased, the creation, where the state that created funk, we not gonna talk about it. I'm from there, but we ain't gonna bring up the name.
Come on now.
For those that don't know,
Come on. Nah, drop it on. Lay it on me, man. Lay it on me.
Ohio is the creator of funk music. And me being from Cincinnati and being born and bred, and Snoop Dogg said it himself. Snoop Dogg, I got the shirt on, you see the shit. Snoop Dogg said it himself. So they incorporated a whole fucking sound and brought it to hip hop. And the whole West Coast used it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important to me. So as far as importance go, Dre and Snoop held my vote for top number one. Now Kunda can give his reasoning as to why.
It's another artist,
Exactly.
producer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's that same, but really the creation of it, man. And even first the first songs that I knew and could memorize was some Snoop and some Dre. Like I remember seeing Deep Cover. Like, the hell, what is this? As like a 6, 7, 8-year-old, like, man, this sound all right. Like, wait a minute, this is, you know what I mean? But just as far as the introduction, and then all there is Snoop and Dre. Like those two, like if you don't know nothing about hip hop, like people that don't give a damn about hip hop, they know Snoop and Dre. Like I would love to think, like, as far as like just globally, like, yeah. Snoop and Dre, how could you deny it? That's another one of those, hey, take it how you want it. What else needs to be said? It's, you know.
Ooh, man. Well, so that ain't our number one. So, but nah, that's valid though. That's like, man, that's super fucking valid. Like, because you know that's the sound. That's the sound. Y'all got a hell of a list, man. Y'all got a fucking hell of a list.
That's what I said. You must be out your goddamn mind. In my barbershop talk, I told you I was gonna say it, Kunda. I told you I was gonna say it. I was gonna hit him with the Coming to America barbershop. You must be out your goddamn mind.
Hey, you know what? We had some Dre. We had some Dre in the honorable mentions. We gonna bring that back. But so for our number one. And I think this was on, you know, kind of on the realm with OutKast, you know, like who compliments each other. And I'm gonna go back to the shirt. I'm gonna go back to the shirt. Meth and Red.
Oh, you bastard!
Meth and Red, because like these niggas was a group. They a group and they ain't not a group.
Exactly. Oh, you bastard. I can't even be mad at you. Like, I can't be mad. Like
look. I mean, we was actually like thinking about it. What we were like, do they count?
Yeah, do they count? That was the first people I thought of.
We said the same damn thing. Yeah. But you can't deny it.
You said, oh, this is what we doing. I was like,
you can't. I mean, there.
Off rip. That was the first two.
First one. That was our first. That was our first when we were talking about it, like off rip, man. You know, big fans of the Woo, big fan. As a matter of fact, and I'm gonna shout out. I mean, he didn't fucking pay me for this, but I actually did get this from Redman's fucking company.
Hell yeah.
Cause like he had the shirt on in the verses. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck is this shit? And so I had to go find it, and fucking that's when I realized that people don't know this nigga real name. Cause it was like I would walk around with this shirt and people be like, oh my God, it's great. You know, yeah, Eminem lyric. I was like, yeah, but I got it from Reggie. It's like, what? Like, you don't know who Reggie is? No. Like, Reggie Noble. Like, how do you not know? Like, don't comment on my shirt if you don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like that. It reminded me like when I was on the radio and Air Force Ones was out by Nelly, and like I was playing the hell out of it because I was in Southern Indiana, nigga. We was 3 hours away from St. Louis.
Yep.
So, you know, anything from Nelly and the St. Lunatics is getting major airplay. And somebody requested that song, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I got you. Like, you rocking your forces right now? I was like, what are forces?
Oh, get the hell out of
Like, you gonna request a song about the shoe and not have the shoe or not know that it's an actual shoe? Get the fuck out of here.
I thought they were talking about a plane. I thought it was a plane.
Yeah.
Thought it was a
I thought it was
plane.
the president. Man, so like it's nuts. But look, hey, so we're about to go ahead and cut this video, and then we're gonna go shoot our honorable mentions video. But so when we close this out, man, I just gotta say, man, Rello Cunda, I appreciate the hell out of y'all, man. This is a hell of a first episode for this to bring the season in, and I'm just looking forward to continuing to work with y'all and having more lists, and like shit, like we might have to do another 2-list comparison later in the season, because I mean this all heaters. This is all heaters on this list,
Yeah, man.
All fucking heaters, and that's what I want.
I'm talking about 4-5 hour conversations. Smithsonian, do you hear me? Do you hear me, Bosco? I'm talking about our conversations. Trying to break this shit down, bro. It was treacherous.
Going back and forth. What about this? I don't know. What did you think? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Y'all, bro, y'all came with some fire. Appreciate
y'all, man. Appreciate y'all having us. Like this is something that this is something I can definitely rock with, man. That was good vibe, good energy, man.
And my Deion Sanders voice, y'all gonna have to kick me out because I'm about to get comfortable.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to get comfortable.
That's
man.
what I want to hear.
What we talking about? Where you want to take it? Because we'll take it wherever you want to take it. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, good. We out. Another wrap. Tune into the new season. Please follow, you know, Rello Cunda, myself, Bosco on social media. Check us out. Check out our sponsors, the Appraise the Phrase show, the Appraise the Phrase network. There's plenty of things going on in 2024. Rap Geo, the Hip Hop Map Project is going crazy. We got a whole lot of stuff lined up for y'all this year. So we'll holler at y'all. Peace.